It is a new month, the 3rd day of September 2018. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda. I am Roethina Sajan. These are the stories making headlines across the country. Now let us start the bulletin from Karamoja. President Museveni has asked the Karamojong to preserve their rich cultural heritage, saying it could lead the sub-region to economic independence. In his speech read by the Minister for Presidency, Esther Mbayo, Museveni promised that government will continue to protect important heritage sites that include old monuments and architecture. This was during the 5th Karamoja Cultural Festival Kabong chapter held at Kabong Secondary School in Kabong District. The president was optimistic that enhanced knowledge about origin and way of life was a sense of pride for the people. Now moving on to Wakiso District. Wakiso District Youth Executive members have petitioned the District Deputy Chief Executive Officer Wasom Sokoi over failure of their chairman Andrew Chiriowa to avail proper accountability for their funds. The executive members, led by their General Secretary Dennis Mpangu, surrounded Musokoi out of his office recently, demanding his intervention into the matter. Mpangu informed the CAL that they get 22 million shillings from the government, but to their dismay, their chairman Chiriowa only accounts for 8 million shillings. According to Mpangu, this has happened for the last 2 consecutive financial years, and they demanded for an explanation from Chiriowa. He further threatened to have Chiriowa impeached if he fails to give proper accountability. Musokoi promised to talk to the District Community Development Officer, Johnny Chejusa, saying that he is directly responsible for the funds. When contacted over the matter, Chejusa declined to reveal how this money is spent, and he forwarded the matter to Chiriowa. Now, if you haven't bought your copy of the New Vision, these are the headlines this Monday. Now, the headlining story today says new tough law for all building starts, and then each district to get a building control officer. That is a story on page 8. Inside the New Vision, we see President Museveni in China. We see the front picture shows the First Lady, Janet Museveni, and the President, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and also the Foreign Minister, Sam Kutesa, being escorted out of the airplane there. They had just arrived in Beijing, the capital international airport in China, yesterday. Now, the president is in Beijing for a summit on China-Africa cooperation. We have the story and the details about that summit inside the New Vision. Also, we see Zaka accepts to be examined, and then health, why pregnant women should not drink. So if you're pregnant and you're drinking, we have a story for you in today's copy of the New Vision. Inside the New Vision, we see headlines which say URA wants withholding VAT law reconsidered. The story is also right here in detail. And then EC bans campaign processions. Okay, Uganda happens to be an election country. Will they sustain this? Let us wait and see. But the story is right here in detail on what led to that. Then 10-year jail term for illegal waste disposal. That is a story we should all have to read. Then casual laborers suffer sexual abuse, says activists. How does that happen and what led to this revelation? The story is in the New Vision. Now let's move on to the story, to the pullouts that come out every Monday. We have the health and beauty pullout, which says why alcohol, pregnancy do not mix. The story is right here in detail. And then there are safe alcohol drinks. You should read the story to know if there is any drink that you would love to drink if you are pregnant. Then we see what should I do to have twins? Okay, the answer is also right there. Moving on to the infrastructure pullout, it also comes out every Monday. It says Entebbe Airport works on course. Interesting there. Okay, expansion of Entebbe Airport on track. Interesting. The story is right here in detail. Then who gets engineer's cap upon completion of a road project? Okay, those are some of the stories you can't find in the infrastructure pullout. Moving on, let's go to My Holiday Companion, which comes out every day in your copy of the New Vision. This targets all those who are in their holidays. We see gardening is my hobby. Jovita Katisi. Okay, interesting. Uganda agriculture happens to be the backbone of Uganda, and if I see a young child here saying that agriculture, gardening is their hobby, sorry, then that's really impressive. Then I prefer my garden to television. What is your child doing during these holidays? This story is something that you should look out for in the New Vision. Now let us see if there is anything that I should let you know that is happening in the New Vision. Okay, I see how to stand out as a leader. That is job mat here in the business section in the New Vision. Moving on to the sports docket, we see a quiz, Jeffies. I always laugh at the headlines in the sports docket because you can only know what is happening behind these headlines when you read the story. And then we see Pirates strike Tribal. Okay, and then all cranes' hopes lie with Okwi. Okay, ray of hope. Okay, there's a lot happening in the sports docket here in the New Vision, so just grab your copy at only 2,000 shillings. And remember, we are proudly the leading daily. Now you're still watching New Vision TV news around Uganda. I am Ruthina Sejen. Let us continue looking at more stories making headlines across the country. From Soroti, the State Minister for Tiswa Affairs, Agnes Okirol Enyagu, has accused religious leaders for crippling attempts by health experts to prevent the spread of HIV/AIDS epidemic. Okirol said some religious leaders have swayed people living with HIV epidemic to shun getting medication, purporting that prayers can heal them. She was speaking at the AIDS support organization TASO in Soroti 14th Center General Meeting under the theme Building on 30 Years Experience in Community-Led HIV and AIDS Programming to Strengthen Healthy Systems to End the HIV Epidemic by 2030 on Friday. She said that such ill preaching by errant religious leaders has suppressed attempts by government to attain an HIV-free Uganda. Okirol noted that like the government and other players in the fight against the scourge, religion should be used as a major factor in the fight. Finally, from Kabale District, a plastic collection center has been launched in Kabale to reduce irresponsible plastic disposal and improve sanitation in the area. The center was constructed by Century Bottling Company in Mwanjara Ward, Kabale Municipality, and will be managed by a Tusi Resort and Retreat Center, a tourism facility in the area. According to Entusi Resort and Retreat Center Executive Director Regan Noamani, they will be collecting all plastic garbage materials and then they will be sent to Century Bottling Company's recycling plant in Kampala. He said that the move will see the municipality look more appealing for tourists and other people visiting the area. Maureen Chomhendo, the Public Affairs and Communications Manager at Coca-Cola, said that the company is implementing a campaign to have all the plastics collected by the end of 2030. That's all we had for you from me, Ruthina Seje, and the New Vision TV team. You can also get more news updates and other programs on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is www.newvision.co.ug/video. You can also find us on our social media platforms. Facebook is The New Vision, Twitter is at New Vision Wire, Instagram at New Vision Wire, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is New Vision TV. Find me on Twitter at Nach2J. Thank you for watching. See you next time.